I said it and so you just for team no she no yes and she team she team no na team standing the test of time until we share a big government to mama bigger tester. That is where you show say what she team no. Right, I was here transfer for the Champions League games in him and the last day made my catch us we can answer game 6 game 6 abana we and rad ye na betwagu eneso de no me no ka say atwagu de dendi anya sam keto akra memo bo resource ne so Karabakh etna fie ma yas ekwohye ne 4-2 and Copenhagen so kwhye Villarreal 3-2. Then Atletico Bilbao and Shebi Sasso na PSG and Shebi. Bayer Leverkusen Eshemienu Emma Newcastle so Shemienu ma Benfica Eshemienu ma Napoli to me and Shebi. Arsenal kwhye miensa Emma Club Brugge to me ante. Dortmund Eshemienu ma Bodo Glimt so Shemienu. Juventus Shemienu ma Pafos and to me ante. The big game of the this Champions League week, Real Madrid and Manchester City. Listen, after 28 minutes of gameplay, Abrante friend Rodrigo has a beautiful goal. Now, so first half one and Abrante friend Nico O'Reilly, a share 35th minute 1-1 and Ellen Haaland a share penalty. Amuko Kruma as a second half go bia and to me a man. Me ka say there Manchester City for to me akwa kwhye Real Madrid for. Me ka say the Real Madrid for omo no 7 for more 12 points and Manchester City was 13th more 13th 13 point omo 4 moto 9 Arsenal and they almost ready kind almost 18 points almost 17 goals almost consider only one to me say yes Arsenal the Liverpool last season we hurry at the kind and also show me live sports arena ti obomodia na ya na wa join na fi wa hwe video say na fi bibia so no to me akonkan me the list of Vincent was aso na Benedict so wa ha show no jumaku ayefre omo my bet Africa hey ubedi better my bet ubedi bet pa dia my bet omo na utwa ubedi udi so ambetua omodia na metuma catch your spin to win any roulette and afi wo hwe other casino games ni ade jet s no na no akwa bi ehube 200,000 wo hono ma my bet for tu akwa ma chese nya easy you happen on social media until also betima try bi na bibia so etumi akonkan hono me de before the game now I was very emphatic say Man City be wa ko Real Madrid na was nka metwa no nko a me bet nka metwa na was metwa no nko because endro amohwe manase videos na no pa ye babo ntina wo hwe videos ni wie ya I was clear as I say you don't go into a big game like this and try to find the balance of your team. And no ye pamproja. Ichan be deru into me for do 90 minutes. You need to build a solid team. Build a solid team. Or build a solid team. Sa team na be winning games. Until mu share a big team like Man City on be discipline. Even after Madrid share first goal, Man City they didn't rush. They took their time and took their chances. And 2-1, Omabe picked the 3 point from Benabao. What does this result mean for Ayebo Efreno, Real Madrid and their coach, Alonso? Mama Kwaba.
Yeah, this story.
Yeah, come on there. Yeah, I'm sure a game no. Maybe me Bibiaka. As I said it. And so you just for team no she no. Yes, I she team.
Yeah.
She team no. Last team standing the test of time. Iti we share a big government to mama bigger tester. That is where you show say what she team no. Into where go with Chelsea will be because okay. Obi anim what Chelsea needs. Chelsea nya formidable defenders are. They know say they are good to go. Obi who say no they need experience 1 or 2 be with team anymore. What I say? Say build the team na fit team na Barcelona. Obia who say no, se Van de Ven, omunya defender bi or athletic. Onim defender nani so no ba be gina chire ho no ma or the pace here then e ba. You know say Barca team no ebe free adum ide akwa adum. But Real Madrid, there is nothing to write home about. And this is the results.
Yes, I think they share results nearby and then Utimu say they don't deserve to even win the game because any team behind here balance. And no quality ne kuta Real Madrid team na no edin. A ban the quality from Vinicius Junior, Kylian Mbappe, Rodrigo, omuni na kuta quality ya eso bia timi born home den. But adiaka any coach no better to nyama yi ama bibia ko yi. And Alonso with that plan with that 3-back system from Leverkusen Edeba. So the team can still play a 3-back system. You have players to give you that box running, any midfield partnership number that solid amount. But I have to say he wants to put everything aside and now do player selection more than the style no the buy. And nothing any who yet. We were surprised seeing Rodrigo starting today because most of Real Madrid games on starting and he's starting today. No prove he say yes. Bench no no. That right wing position are any favorite position. Crowd in a bar, he can be productive. You better the next game send your obey me use Rodrigo Biom because it has been time. This is a game against Manchester City. Manchester City last revisit to Banaba untimi win here. Senka Pep Guardiola lose game where would have been a record for him. Say he has lost 4 times against the Real Madrid side in recent times. Intina Oba into the game, they were very prepared. And I think Alonso, though said they had a good game today, but still, even during in-game changes, Utimu says still favoritism abim because Gonzalo Garcia he was pressing or leading press, making sure say he was being that anchor Emma team. No, he was the first person taken out of the team. Obi Beckham because only agent be and only PR be after the game there will be pressure on the coach, pressure on the team adding to uniform, and that is something else Alonso team here because going forward. Now the fans will turn on you and you are playing their best players, you are playing the key players. So results number they will be on you. Last season, the way Real Madrid struggle, yeah, and said no, that is the quarterfinals. And Madrid supporters said it shouldn't happen this season again. But say they are on a good position, but say it was to say yeah, they may get out of the top 8. Now by a problem. So in the game, now because I saw say Madrid were good, but they should continue repeating the same thing in their games. The way our team now balance, no, it should continue. But Manchester City, Minfa Bibi and Free Pep Guardiola and Jane, they set up well. They were defensively solid. No through that front. Terena, they would run, they would do all the pressing. And you know, Energy said he wants to take advantage and hit them on counter breaks or Mutimuteki. And I think Rudiger, it's high time he needs to stop doing what he's doing or experience enough. Waji Champions League 3 times. Champions League final and the semi-finals waiting me out boy no. I know you don't go into games and do petty mistakes and cost your team like this. So the game is on Alonso, but Rudiger and Subefa much of the blames in this game.
Because as experienced as he is, you don't do that. You don't be reckless in the box. And even go nearby, you know. He wanted to con the officials. But you know, sir, when you have VAR, unlike ABR, referee be assume said the fact say oda fem no opponent in the da so no kire say foul to be whistle. There is a VAR on be check who the incident. It was clearly a matter of say ono na saw say ohwemu Luis Diaz yes Luis Diaz Ruben Diaz held a mum Jude Bellingham mum. What I say because ono na no e closer. Tibo ne ba na oba be moving na waso no mu de na ato fam. Then you are expecting say mreko a wo na wo height, look at your experience and baby yes I did the one na ball no so then drop it. So be on your I think that is why news in everybody say on person muja na kwan no.
Yes,
because Eda Militao boy you can clearly see say he's showing leadership, he's showing maturity. But Rudiger, I don't know, say ne power ne ba fam. This is the strategy of person using, and I think that is not helping our money as our way.
Yeah, Listo. I mean, chat here for National for you. And I think say, it was a good game. Easy, when you can say in football, there's nothing like loyalty. There's nothing like loyalty in football. If you look at the way a car 2-3 minutes, Listo. Now Benabao fans, Vinicius Junior Jibo no more no. I think that the supporters are trying to make a statement to coach and the Xabi Alonso. You see, when Alonso buy, especially in the FIFA Club World Cup, a lot of us liked how tactical he was, especially during the Club World Cup. You need him say, oh, Alonso, after retiring, obey a coach, obey Gini or a year, Leverkusen, or the three back, and the boy that season, I went to Mianji, then the following season, but you're unbeaten till the last game of boy against Atlanta. Atlanta, they show more, or more break him down, more unbeaten record, no. They had a very good season. The following season, they did very well now about Real Madrid. That three-back system of the Bayern, he got to a time because he knew that the qualities, any players who beat him about that formation in the whole, he used Aurelien Tchouameni in a way that if they are defending a three-back system, if they have the ball, Tchouameni will go into the midfield and ball Nirun as a DM now. And we saw a lot of things during the Club World Cup when he knew that the team was not balanced. Obenchi Vinicius Junior, Ebo Gonzalo Garcia, Kylian Mbappe, Ebo from that side. When in game Ebo Vinicius Junior, Mbappe every bench Eba. But then he has to understand, say, the job he has taken, arguably the best club in the world. This is a club almost salaries also a lot of things are who your Madrid player, who your Madrid coach, unya, who Leverkusen, or other teams are unya. That is the reason why that club is a big club. So if you look at a club like Real Madrid, under normal circumstances too, so lose to PSG, lose to Manchester City. In Canada, is probably according to how our performance. But this is a club at least too. In the last 8 games, it means that we're winning just 2 out of the last 8 games. And you can notably say only Liverpool and Manchester City play. Any clubs, I say, or more clubs, or Liverpool, or Madrid are any news. So to me, I think any pressure na piling. There's a lot of positives from this game, and there are a lot of things that if Alonso, say Florentino Perez, man another opportunity, he has to take action from now. If the home fans, it's me, Vinicius ball at the diamonds of the game, no more now, they want to make a statement. Many can say the moment Oyi Vinicius feel that El Clasico more that's a subane dia Vinicius, but that was one I knew that if Alonso and Fan and what obey the dressing room no. It is quite unfortunate so call game no. He lost the best player in Kylian Mbappe. A lot of defenders will lose 8 key players, but they are still look at how Omar Rodrigo chance or taking the chance and they wanted to prove a point. So if the big guys are not performing, give the other guys chance to play. And I'm very happy for Rodrigo from scoring in a game now. And I'm hoping the next game on the ball he should play Rodrigo because that right side, other Gule Hono Obono, who play a impact the game now Rodrigo Grabon and make a lot of impact in this game. So to me, I think Alonso and the pressure number. If you're that sorry, now Madrid are Pamna, I won't be surprised because if you check the last 8 games, now as a Madrid team, what we need just 2 games are. I mean, who deserves the best Akio? But then this should be a learning curve for both the coach and the players. I think that City played very well. I mean the best team won actually. Madrid very good game. I think so far this is a game. I think the game now so balanced. If they had Kylian Mbappe in this game, I think it would have been a different story altogether. But then kudos to Manchester City guys. No, they won the game, but pressure no about Alonso. So.
Right, the woman no, 3-back specialist. Nanka you build on a 3-back. Now I try other options and I try other systems. What I say? Because club worker who free muntem. What I say? So you build a 3-back now. We are used to know. You don't tell me now pressure about now. Revert. Because that is what you know. I quite say Antonio Conte about team. Now I say about a 4-2-4 or about 4-4-2 or about 4-2-3-1. It will not work because on Tiasie as a coach ade osua ye 3 back 3 ono po de 3-5-2 Chelsea ni de no krenza say the profile of the team no and a boa na ma obebo 3 and onya Ngolo Kante who could do nipa mienu adwuma and obo 3-4-3 but 3-5-2 to revert to save your job. It doesn't matter player on fit is our system no. But if you want to make everybody happy, and you see, say our boss are 3 back now. Obviously, midfielders be brebe no. Ebi hu beka, Jude Bellingham hu beka. What does it? Jude hu beka. Because that 3 back no. Obi a wo hwe a ofit ko betima boss half spaces no. Vinicius betima bo half spaces.
Yeah.
Brahim Diaz betima bo half spaces.
Mbappe betima bo.
Mbappe never ball head on no be gina ho no.
Even if one ball at the head card, side double half spaces obetima bo ninya. You see Alonso oba before ejuma no. Wabo Madrid no abba to the highest level. He should have known say Madrid any team a system coach. Look at coaches of Madrid now. Madrid a team of Galacticos. When you come, it's all about winning.
Yes.
You find ways and means to win.
When
you realize that Kylian Mbappe is giving you goals, they also say who will play a defensive solid. Send our 3-back system. Play your 3-back system. And your system now possessive oriented football. Find ways and means to defend if Kylian Mbappe goes now. That is the only thing else come here. And then Rodrigo share going. If they had better defenders, look at what Rudiger was doing. Before Madrid go, he was doing mistakes upon mistakes.
But I feel say
he just has to find ways to win games.
I feel say he wanted to play the 3-back. That is why a man sign
of course
he wanted to, but some I don't know why, and he realized profile team no realizing who's there. No, I will touch some of the big guys.
Yes.
And it will create a problem. So why don't I, instead of saying maybe bought 3 defenders, I mean it's 3 defenders no. Now
to accommodate all the
big guys. And as a team, when you do that, you are bound to fail. And that is a year part now, then. On Amsuna, I fancy I say, Yami Adomachna, Yavesa Banafi, the Akachi, Yakram.